As I invite you now to join me inside this Tundra, I'm going to highlight some of the things on the way in. You're going to notice a high roof line gives a great ingress and egress for headroom. Door sill that's raised up off the ground, obviously for ground clearance reasons, but still easy ingress and egress. In true Toyota quality, we're using high quality materials, attention to detail and fit and finish, including some nice storage options on the door, power windows, power locks, a lot of great capabilities. But step inside and take a seat and we'll really highlight some of the features inside. As I join you inside the interior of this Tundra, let's go over some of the great features, starting with a standard tilt and telescopic steering wheel on every model. That makes it easy to get comfortable inside. We've got audio controls on that steering wheel so you can keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel, operating the stereo effectively. When it comes to the cruise control and windshield wiper operation, we have a unique setup in Toyota in that we have individual stalks for each of those features. A lot of our competitors combine those two features on one very cluttered stock. So you'll see here our cruise control, very simple to operate, on and off, set, reset, cancel. Windshield wipers pull down to increase the speed, pull towards you to wash the windshield. Then our HVAC system is also very intuitive and very easy to use. You'll notice we've got a dual zone system here, so you can choose the temperature, blue for cool, red for hot. You can choose the fan speed and then the mode where you'd like to locate that hot or cold air. You'll notice the large dials because in a truck, a lot of times you have gloves on. We want you to easily access and operate those. Now, standard CD player with MP3 and WMA capability. We've got a USB and an auxiliary connection. So auxiliary, you're going to hook your iPod into that auxiliary connection and you'll play the music through the speakers in the truck. With the USB, you're going to hook your iPod in and you're actually going to be able to control the iPod from your audio controls on the steering wheel or through the stereo. Now, when it comes to storage and power, we've got a lot of stories here. We've got two power outlets down here. We've got a nice storage spot for an iPod. We've got a little more storage over here. We've got this long, narrow storage spot. We can even remove those cup holders for more cargo space. And then, of course, we've got cup holders, 3 cup holders up here. We've got this massive center console that'll allow to store notebook computers. We can store file holders here. We can put this back in and have a little bit of organization. You've got organization up here in the top in the lid. So overall, a lot of storage solutions, including dual glove boxes with organizational shelves in there. Durable materials on the fabrics, on the plastics, some great features, including a class exclusive in this CrewMax of a window that goes up and down. So it's just the press of a button to automatically lower that window and the press of a button to raise that window. Now, let's talk about the second row because, of course, a lot of times we need to carry extra people. So I'll join you in the second row before we end up at the bed and we'll talk about the versatility and the capabilities in that second row. As I join you in the second row, before I sit down, I want to show you some great versatility. You can lower that backrest, and then you've got a hard surface to store some extra stuff. You've got a little bit of room back here to hide valuables, and then once I put this back up, we've got a lot of versatility in this seat. So as I step up into this CrewMax, you're going to recognize immediately the size back here. This is larger than most sedans' second seat. High roof line for great space, great knee room. We've got some power outlet. We've got vents for our heating and air conditioning, and then I can even slide this seat forward. I can recline the seat, and I can ride in style. Bring down my center armrest, and I'm riding in style back here. Now, that's a great feature and it's important, but what's also important is the fact that we have 3 headrests, 1 in each seating position. Not all our competitors do that. Toyota does it because we build our cars to a global operating initiative, which means we build our cars to the highest safety standard in the world. So in Europe, they require a headrest in each seating position. We adhered to that even in the United States because it's the right thing to do. You can see that by doing that, each person gets their own headrest and their own 3-point harness. So headrest and harness, you get the safest, latest equipment because we build to the highest safety standard to protect our customers and their families. Now, when it comes to a truck like this Tundra, we need to talk about hauling. So let's meet at the back and I'll go over some of the capabilities of towing and hauling. Now, I talked about hauling and towing. Well, when it comes to hauling and towing, you can't haul that much or tow that much unless you have traction. And before I get into the bed, I want to talk to you a little bit about the traction capabilities on our Tundra. Every Tundra two-wheel drive truck is a real two-wheel drive truck. Now, that may seem obvious, except that our competitors' standard two-wheel drive trucks only turn one wheel, and it's usually the wheel with the least traction. So on our Tundra, we have a system called Auto LSD, Automatic Limited Slip Differential. What that does is it gives the truck full throttle capability while also transferring power across the axle, so you actually get two-wheel drive truck. Our competitors don't have that capability. They only turn a one-wheel standard two-wheel drive truck. Now, when it comes to four-wheel drive, we have a system called A-Track. And what active traction does is really auto LSD on the back axle and auto LSD on the front axle. So when you put our truck into four-wheel drive, you turn on A-Track, and A-Track automatically sends power across both the front and the rear axle, making every Tundra standard four-wheel drive a four-wheel drive truck. Our competitor standard four-wheel drive truck only turns one wheel on the back axle and one wheel on the front axle. If those two wheels happen to be in the air, you're done. That's it. So we sell the industry's only real two-wheel drive truck and four-wheel drive truck. That's a huge advantage when you're hauling and pulling. Now let's talk about hauling. The tailgate is probably one of our best features. With tailgate assist, I can just let that go. I'm going to show you that again because that's a big feature right there. Just let it go. We have a shock inside there that lets that down. It's also easy to put up. It assists on the way up. Now, every piece of steel in here is galvanized to help resist rust. We bolt the bed to the frame rails because that makes it a little more stable. We've got these 220-pound tie downs. There's 4 of them inside this vehicle. And of course, you can configure this bed with wood. So you can put 2x4s to section it. You can lay plywood across to make it a 2-tiered bed. And then, of course, when you lift it up, we're back to where we started, where we're pulling, right? Our trailer hitch, we've got a Class 5 trailer hitch, which is rated up to 12,000 pounds. Now, Tundra can tow up to 10,800, so again, Toyota's over-engineered this vehicle to exceed our customers' expectations. We've also got the convenience of an integrated 7-pin trailer connection for a trailer with brakes and lights, and a 4-pin trailer connection for a trailer with just lights. So whether you're hauling a light load or a heavy load, this Tundra's ready to go. And we really do over-engineer it so you can haul and tow every pound we say you can. Now, that brings us back to where we started. Toyota's commitment to quality and our customers. Through our emblem, the outside oval representing our company, the inside oval representing this product, the 2010 Tundra, and that central oval representing our commitment to you, our customer. Pat Lobb backs that up. We believe we're among the finest Toyota dealerships in the nation, and we'd like to prove it to you. If you're an existing customer, we welcome you back. If you're a new customer, we invite you to visit us either at our location in McKinney, Texas, or online at www.toyotaofmckinney.com. Thank you very much for your interest in Pat Lobb Toyota and this 2010 Toyota Tundra.